finally get on this damn plane, man. I've been waiting like 8 hours to get on this plane. It's crazy. Well, I'm here. Let's talk about it. I hate this place. Okay, guys, so let's talk about this airport. You know, you're probably thinking right now, like, dang, why would he make a bold title like that? Like, why would you? What did Fort Lauderdale ever do to me? If I'll be completely honest, it feels like if it wasn't for Fort Lauderdale Airport, I probably would still be in a relationship and have a family and be working it out towards building a life for me and someone else and the kids. And it just completely hurts to even be in this place at all, because it just, everything reminds me of everything that I don't have anymore, everything that I lost very recently. So to be honest, if I had my way, I would never step foot in this airport, but I have to right now because I have like a 6-hour layover overnight. So I'm just really just kind of in here just suffering, really, to be honest with you. Alright, so to fill you guys in, you know, if you don't know my story, about 2 months ago I was in a relationship and things weren't doing good. The person that I was in a relationship with had just became a new flight attendant, and that person was stationed here in Fort Lauderdale, which means that she had to be able to have the ability to be at this airport within 2 hours at any given time when she's on call, which also means that she has to live within 2 hours to be here. And we live in Houston. So for about 2.5 months, almost 3 months, we went through a season of her never being home in Houston, but living here in Fort Lauderdale, which actually right down the street. I remember plenty of times actually looking at like her location on my phone, and I used to just be like, man, like I wonder what she's doing. Like, this airport in this city just represents such a huge negative mystery in my life, because I don't exactly know everything that was going on when she would be here. You know, it's like as soon as she would get in that car and leave our house and go to the airport, I just wouldn't really hear anything from her. I wouldn't know anything about the process of her getting on the plane. You know, how long, you know, like she wouldn't call me when she's like actually waiting on the plane or getting on the plane, or even when she lands. It would just be like maybe the next day I just hear from her. She's just at home. And you know, a lot of time clearly goes by when you're waiting on a plane. And that right there should have been a sign that I realized that something was wrong, because who doesn't call their significant other when they're going away like that? And then on top of that, how do you feel comfortable as a human being knowing that there's a whole family waiting on you, and you can't, and you don't even want to communicate like that? Like, it was just so many super negative signs. I just never even noticed that this person was not in love with me at all whatsoever. And like an idiot, like a super stupid idiot, I just kept trying to work it out with this person. And I really thought that we still had something. Or it's confusing because I don't know if we ever had anything, to be honest with you. So yeah, coming here to Fort Lauderdale, I hate this airport. Like, I never want to step foot in here again. If I can, from now on, when I book my flights, no matter where I'm going, if I can try to, if I have to have a layover somewhere, please let it be like, I'm gonna make sure it's like either Miami or Orlando if I have to go to like the Caribbeans like that. But as far as Fort Lauderdale, man, I never want to come back to this airport. And then what's also crazy is that when I did used to check her location, I would notice that she would be around Terminal 4, which is the terminal that I think she kind of like mainly stationed in, or was like the Spirit terminal. And it's like literally right around the corner from me right now. her terminal where she used to always just be sitting in like wherever the heck she was. Like she wouldn't move for like hours whenever I would look at the GPS. So she clearly was in some room right around the corner from me right now. And I just think about all those weeks and all those days of her coming to this building right here, and just what the hell was she doing? Like, what was going on, man? Like, I know one day in the future, like, God is definitely going to reveal everything that's been going on, because nothing that happens in the dark stays in the dark, you know. And even with all this said, I'm not going to necessarily wish any luck on her, but it does feel like crap to know that this is the building that she spent so much time in, all those weeks of just, what were you doing? What was you doing? I'm literally at home taking care of our family and making sure things are good, so when you got back, and the only thing that would happen when she would get back is me and her would just argue on top of argue for no reason. No matter how much I tell her, I don't want to argue. Like, can we just have positive conversations? Or, you know, how do I tell you about the issues that are happening when you're not here without it being some type of thing where you blow up on me? It just didn't seem like it was possible. So with that said, yeah, I hate Fort Lauderdale and everything that has to do with it right now. Definitely don't like the airport, because this is where she used to be stationed at. I don't think she's stationed here anymore, but it's still like an eerie feeling to be here, because I do know that she's still, even though she's not stationed here, she still does come and fly through this airport frequently. She has a lot of layovers in this city, and it's just crazy, like, you know, how she, I don't know anybody that she knows out here, but I know she has a couple friends out here now. The places she was staying in definitely became something like family to her, because it pretty much was her new family that she adopted while her real family was at home waiting on her. And really, this is the place that she plotted on, figuring out how to come up with some bogus reason for us to fall out, or, you know, whatever she was experiencing in the city was enough to make her feel like, yeah, I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. So I can hate this airport. So to be completely honest with y'all, this is a very vulnerable moment for me right now, and I'm just telling you how I feel. You know, I'm putting my life out there. I'm choosing to become this traveling YouTuber, and I feel like it would be fake of me to act like every video and every time I make any type of content, I'm always in this most perfect light and having the most perfect mood with the most, you know, perfect scenarios of things going on. But I'm definitely hurting and definitely still going through the effects of realizing that I was in love with someone who did not love me back for a long time. Like, psychologically, that really messes up a person, and I don't know how long it's going to take me for me to be able to fully be able to get past that. But right now, it definitely is affecting me heavy, still to this day. There should be no reason why I don't like this airport, but in my core, as soon as the plane landed, I had like a shock in my heart. I just felt like this negative spirit over me as soon as I landed here. Like, there's something not right about this place. I don't know. I can't wait to get the hell up out of here. My flight doesn't leave for another like 5 or 6 hours. So I guess I just gotta thug it out. I'm gonna find a spot somewhere to sit down and start editing some video, probably right here. That's probably the only positive thing I can say, is that they do have like power outlets like right here in the seating area. And luckily, as you can see, there's nobody in here, just people just laying down waiting for their flight, probably the same flight I'm waiting on. So I'm gonna try to get busy to making some content for you guys, but I just had to just vent and share what's on my mind. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later on in the next video. Peace.